Hello and welcome to today's design exploration. For this one, I'm starting with a real simple idea, a bus stop. It's small, familiar, and something we all recognize, which makes it a great starting point. I'll put down a sketch, nothing too detailed, just a canopy, a bench, and a side panel to suggest the shape. The point isn't to make a perfect drawing, but to create a base that AI can build on. Then we'll see how MidJourney and Google Nano's Banana take the simple sketch and turn it into visualization. Before sketching, I looked up a few references for bus stops just to set the mood and spark some ideas, and then I asked ChatGPT for quick suggestions on design and materiality. Came back with things like using timber, glass and steel for a good nice and warm feel, as well as more of a futuristic kind of options with quite sleek looking design. I won't follow everything he was suggesting, but it's a good way to kickstart the thinking before I start sketching. Alright, so with those ideas in mind, let's sketch something simple. I'm starting with the canopy, this time giving it a triangulated roof structure instead of a flat one like shown in ChatGPT, just to make it a bit more interesting. Underneath I'll add a bench and on the side a panel to suggest an enclosure. Nothing too detailed, just a few quick lines to set the scene. The point isn't to create a finished drawing, but a base layer that AI can build from. Loose lines, simple shapes, and enough information to guide it, while still leaving room for interpretation. Now that the sketch is roughed out, I'm going back over the lines to give it more clarity, as I noticed AI tools tend to pick up on messy marks in strange ways quite often, so this step is just about making the structure a little cleaner. I'll tighten the outline of the roof, reinforce the main supports, and make the bench and side panel read more clearly. Still nothing to polish, just enough definition so that AI understands the form without me over designing it. So now, as we have the elevation sketch as well as a perspective top view, just to enable to give it more angle so when we feed the data to the AI. So now let's take it a little bit more detail with AI. So with the cleaned up sketch ready, I brought it into MidJourney to test some visualizations, get an idea better of materiality as well. I kept the prompt simple, a modern bus stop with a triangle roof, some glass and warm atmosphere. To be honest, MidJourney wasn't most successful at matching the sketch. The forms drifted and it didn't always read as the bus stop, especially with the solar panels, I think having a bit of an issue. But what it does really well is create an artistic mood, almost like concept art. Even if it misses accuracy, the atmosphere and style make it more inspiring than just literal visualization. After that, I tested Google's Nano Banana with the same sketch. This tool is known for being more realistic, because I wanted to compare. The realistic art definitely looked more like something you'd see on a street corner. Clear shapes, believable materials, and grounded atmosphere. I also tried pushing it towards a more artistic style, and those results somewhere between the two. Not as imaginative as MidJourney, but still expressive. Overall, Nano Banana gave me more clarity while MidJourney gave me more energy. To push Nano Banana a bit further, I tried a two-step workflow. First, I took my elevation sketch into MidJourney to get an atmospheric concept image, triangular roof, glass side panel, warm tones. Then I fed that image into Nano Banana as a reference alongside the original sketch and the MidJourney image that I have created. From there, I refined in small steps. I dialed up realism while keeping the geometry close to the sketch, locked materials to wood, glass and matte metal, and shifted the camera to an eye-level street perspective so it feels like you're standing at the bus stop. Finally, I switched the lighting from daytime to a dusk night scene with soft on the canopy, light subtle pavement reflections, and each pass nudged it closer to a buildable idea without losing the mood from MidJourney. The final results feels grounded but still expressive, and I have to say I'm very impressed with the way that Nano Bananas took the images and understood the different angles to create these visualizations. I think it's very strong and actually quite quick to produce. So that wraps up this little design exploration today. Starting from a simple sketch, it was interesting to see how MidJourney and Nano Banana interpret the same ideas in completely different ways. However, when you start using both systems together, it can actually enhance your design process. Both, for me, the artistic style sparks more creativity, while the realism helps imagine how something could actually exist. This is just the beginning. I'll be experimenting with sketches, tools, and different ideas. Thanks for watching, and if you're curious about the process, stick around for the next one.